Hey everybody, it's Mike here from the Art of Guitar. I kind of have some new surroundings going on here. I ended up picking up this Crystal Beat kit, and I really love the look of clear drums. I think it goes back to loving the Vistalite drums that John Bonham played. But got this all set up. My friend Christopher came over, helped me get everything situated. So I thought I would do a quick drum video that I've been wanting to do for a long time now. So let's get to it. So if you've watched my Peter Criss video or my Ringo Starr video, you know that I like to do these kind of lessons where I talk about people maybe giving these drummers a hard time when it's not deserved. Another drummer that I realized that with was Phil Rudd of AC/DC. Now, I think I may have just been surrounded by a lot of drum snobs growing up, but I noticed a lot of people who love technical drumming always crap on Phil Rudd. And they're like, oh, that guy's just so basic, you know, he's in one of the biggest bands of all time, but he just plays these basic beats. I kind of have to laugh because that seems to be a running theme. You know, when you talk about Ringo Starr, you talk about Peter Criss, even if you talk about modern Lars Ulrich, you know, a lot of the beats aren't that complex, yet they're sitting at the top of the pack when it comes to being in world famous bands. So I don't think Phil Rudd needs any defending, but I just wanted to make a video showing you that there are things that he does that are very, very difficult. So I know when you think of Phil Rudd, you probably think of beats like this, like Back in Black. Kind of hard to hit this cymbal with this microphone in the way, but stuff like that, or You Shook Me All Night Long is another big one. Or even a song like Highway to Hell. Now, if somebody were to rip on Phil Rudd to me today, what I would ask them to do is, before you rip on him, walk one song in his shoes. And that song is Let There Be Rock. Now, it might not be the most technical beat, but it's at a very fast pace, and you have to do eighth notes with a hi-hat pretty much consistently all the way through for 6 minutes. And it starts to really feel like a marathon after a while. I tried playing it a little bit earlier today. I'd never played it before today, but I really started to go, okay, this is a whole nother level as far as stamina and consistency goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk the walk. I'm not just going to talk the talk. I'm going to try to play through the entire 6-minute song. There are a couple times when the drums do stop. I'll probably be massaging my forearm during those times. But I might miss them just because I don't know the song exceptionally well yet. But let's get through it and see what happens. Oh, and by the way, AC/DC is really quick on that copyright button trigger. So I'm actually going to speed it up like I did for the Ringo Starr video. Maybe double time. So if you want to hear this in real time, you could slow it down to 50% speed on YouTube and you'll be able to hear it correctly. Oh man, can you see that I'm sweating? Halfway through, I'm like, okay, we're only at the halfway point here. My arm is already dead. I'm definitely not conditioned to play that song all the way through like that, but it was quite the experiment. Now, here's something kind of crazy. I found some live footage of them playing, I believe it was in Donington, and their drummer at the time was Chris Slade. And the first time I actually heard the song, the live version of it, I thought, because the tempo was so fast, that Chris was going like this. But he's actually, if you watch the video, doing it with one hand, and he's playing the song 30 beats per minute faster, approximately, than the original song. So think about that. It was hard enough for me to get through that 6-minute song, playing it where it was, I believe, 185 beats per minute. But Chris Slade was playing it live at 220 beats per minute. It's so insane. So 35 beats per minute faster than the recording. And he kept that up for the entire song. Now, the only difference was he was going back and forth with the kick and the snare, but still, that is insane to keep that up for that long. So that's what I recommend. If you ever hear people giving any of the AC/DC drummers crap, challenge them or just dare them to play Let There Be Rock in its entirety without stopping. I don't think it's going to give them any new respect for the beats that Phil Rudd plays, for example, but I do believe they're going to have a new respect for the fact that he could play a song like that all the way through consistently without stopping. Another fun challenge is just have them play one of their more basic songs all the way through. The hard part is actually holding back and not doing anything extra. So that seems like a really strange challenge, but try it one time. That's a big problem with me. If a song is really straightforward and quote-unquote basic, I always want to put extra stuff in there. It's just the technician in me. I always want to kind of play around a little bit. But it takes a certain level of discipline to be able to play, let's say, You Shook Me All Night Long all the way through and just play what the song is asking for. So that could be another challenge. If you want to really throw somebody off, ask them to play something simple perfectly all the way through. And it's really an eye-opener when you realize how difficult that can actually be. But start with the Let There Be Rock challenge, because I think that's a lot of fun to watch someone start to sweat like I was. And then that moment of realization where they're like, I don't know if I'm going to get through this whole thing. So that was fun for me to experience right there. Okay, everyone, thank you for watching once again. Felt like I defended a drummer who doesn't need defending, but these videos are always fun to make, and hopefully they're fun to watch as well. We'll catch you at the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.